Hi friends, recently again I was into this discussion of the analog versus digital. The strange and the beautiful advantages of the digital world are today that if you have an imagination and you think that okay, I have this imagination, like the earlier days the music director said "Duk chak, duk chak, duk chak," and he used to take out these beats, make them from the mouth and kind of imagine things. And but today we are in a world where, because of software technology and the advancements, we can actually put all those imaginations into the computer, and you can listen back to say, okay, this is sounding like a good idea. This can be done. And then, because if you have to book an orchestra, 30-piece orchestra, and all those big works and big budgets, then you need to have an imagination or a sketch beforehand, so that when you invest so much of money and bring in people, and then you can't say it's not sounding good now, we've already spent 10 lakhs but it's not sounding good. That's not how it's going to work. So the digital gives you the power to be able to listen to the imagination and say, okay, my imagination is this sounding good. So when we bring the original instruments, that will heighten the experience, because original instruments always bring in a very unique flavor, because every single musician in the ensemble is a human being. He's not playing exactly like a mechanical loop. He's playing on his, though he's perfect on time, everything, but every little musician's, the tiny little mini second lag also makes up for the entire width of the whole orchestra and the beauty of the orchestra. So live orchestration has its own fun and its own. But I'm finding that today, presently, lots of producers are completely limited by the loop library. It looks like their entire idea, imagination, everything is been finally limited to the loop. The loop is only suggesting what to do, and kind of it is guiding everything. And they're happy, and producers are also happy because it's getting served fast. Just put on your headphone and switch on the laptop. In 10 minutes, you have a song ready, literally. Whether it is good or bad, or will it stand the test of time, is something that we need to see still. I'm not being totally critical of that, but maybe that serves a certain purpose. Maybe that's the mood which is required, fine. But saying that all original orchestration, original musicians are all going to become redundant is not a fair idea. Because recently it happened, some project, somebody told me to make a tune, and then they immediately parallelly sent me an AI representation of the whole tune, and kind of looked like the clients were already sold out on the idea of the AI tune. So it became a restriction for me that I had to also probably tune my tune somewhat like the AI model. And so I didn't find it to my liking that we have to make a tune exactly like the AI, because what I have noticed also is, sometimes if you observe carefully, all those songs which are being produced through AI and stuff like that, they all have some kind of a remarkable similarity to something that already exists. It's kind of picking up something smartly from some library somewhere. So it's going to be very tricky, how the copywriting, and I don't know how they are working at it, but I'm sure that they're also putting the brains to it, because they are the ones spending the big bucks. So they'll be thinking about it, I'm sure. But yeah, when you have great musicians around you who can come and play and record for you and do things, then why simply go this AI route and make it very complex and difficult for yourself in the future? Musicians are there, call them, explain to them, get good musicians. I'm sure you'll get good musicians if you constantly keep working like this. You'll definitely have a good set of musicians available for any project. They are there, the very good musicians are there. You need to make something of that kind where their requirement makes the whole thing much more beautiful, and I'm sure it will make something sound much more beautiful than what you probably imagined. So the argument continues.